Hello again, YouTube, and what we have today is kind of a vlog, I guess. There's a reason why we're in the garage and you hear a heater in the background. I just got back from Opry Mills. I wasn't supposed to open this morning, but I drove somebody to work. And if you live in Tennessee today, you know that it's snowing like fucking crazy. Or not really snowing, but it's sleeting, and there's snow, and there's ice everywhere. So, yeah, my car. Just to give you an idea as to how bad the ice is, we're just going to take a chunk off here, and we fucking smashed it. So yeah, there's yeah, that's pretty cool. But yeah, the car itself is kind of frozen. But I just drove it from my house to Opry Mills, back to, or my house to my friend's house, to Opry Mills, back to her house, back to my house. We get there and they're like, hey, yeah, well, okay, first, I'm pulling this whole fucking thing off. Whole fucking thing of ice is coming over here. Yeah. Yeah. I'm having too much fun. There's like puddles of water on the floor right now too. Anyway. So, what's the top looking like? Oh, there's a pretty damn big sheet of that too up there. Okay, I need to stop doing that so I can actually focus on the video. Anyway, so she texted me this morning, woke me up at like 9:30, which for people that know me, that's ungodly early when I'm not working. And so she calls me, or no, she texts me, I mean, and she's like, hey, do you think you can drive me to work? Because I don't have anybody to drive me to work. And I'm like, okay, I'll try to be there. Short story, I'll try to be there in like 20 something minutes. And dude, it's fucking everywhere. All right, I just want to get the outer layer of it. Anyway, so she's like, all right, get here when you can. Just text me when you're here. We're close to here, but don't come up the hill. I'm like, all right, well, this might be interesting because I've never driven this car in the snow or the ice. And, yeah, it's gonna be kind of cool to see what it does. So I get on I-24 and, it's doing pretty good. I'm watching people slide around. I'm just, trucking along. Nothing's happening. And, I get to her house and she's like, you're supposed to tell me before you got here. I'm like, yeah, but it didn't look that bad. And so she's never driven in the snow before. She doesn't own a car. So, she's freaking out and she got in the car and she was like, well, is the car is doing good or is it you doing good? I'm like, it's probably a combination. Watch this guy over here. He's sliding all over the place. And so we're watching people. And, so we get to the theater and our maintenance guy is there already, but no one else is. Like, the manager's already supposed to be there, all that other stuff. We're like, hey, where everybody at? They're like, oh, they aren't here yet. Billy's trying to get someone to drive him there because his car probably can't make it through the ice and snow. And yeah, I'm having too much fun with this, I'm sorry. So, like, yeah. So he calls Wes, which is his dad, and he's like, yeah, they said they're not closing the mall, because, okay, let me run this by you guys, too. If they close the mall, they'll close the theater. So, yeah. Yeah, so we're waiting on them to close, either say close the mall or whatever. So he's like, I don't think we're closing the mall, but just stand by. So our general manager walks in there. And he's like, what are you guys doing here? And he's like, I told Wes to tell y'all to stay home. And it's like, we didn't get that message. We just got here. He was like, we heard a standby, like be on standby when we were on Bright Parkway, but we didn't hear anything about just go home. He's like, well, y'all need to go home. I'll add an hour to your guys' time cards tomorrow, but just go home. And so we left, and I dropped her off, and then I drove back. And on my way back, I almost got into a wreck because of some other person. This is the reason why people always get in wrecks on when it's snowy and icy. It's because of other people. It's never because of the snow. It's other fucking people. Okay, maybe it might be part of the snow and ice, but whatever. So, he's sliding around, but I got out of his way and got back to my house. Well, I get in front of my house, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to go next door to the church parking lot and see what it looks like. And I go over there, and I'm like, I wonder if I can drift in this car. So I go over there. Good, maybe 10 minutes. I'm just sitting over there drifting in the parking lot. It was the best fucking thing ever. I wish I had a truck because they're lighter back end. But yeah, that was pretty fucking cool. And this car can drift in the ice. It's pretty damn cool. And I was handling it too because I never lost control of it. So that was cool. And then I drove home, and then now I'm here. Moving ice off my car and having way too much fun with it. And flooding my garage with ice water. So yeah. Yeah, that's my story today. So I'm supposed to do 6 to close at Dave & Buster's tonight. We'll see if I do that or not, but I don't know. I might just call out anyway just because I don't want to fucking do it. Because, fuck them. So yeah. What else? I haven't gotten tracking information on my loot crate yet. So I'm waiting on that. And when I get that, I'm looking at the rubber here. When I get that, I'll notify you guys if I get it, because last time I didn't get it at all. And then I'll make a video when I get it. So yeah. Remember, like, comment, favorite, subscribe. Like the Facebook page, be linked down below in the description. Yeah. Next video should be a loot crate unless something happens. If I had somebody else with me, I would have asked them to get out and video me just drifting around the parking lot, but I didn't have anybody with me. So, yeah. So, bye.